Hi guys, it has been a super long time since I have uploaded a video. I took about 3.5 months off ever since I had my daughter, and I have my baby here now with me. So if you hear something in the background, baby noises, crinkling, all that, she is right next to me playing. But I took quite a bit off because I just wanted to focus on her and enjoy that time, and now that she is about 3.5 months old, I wanted to get back on and start filming videos again, doing baby and mom content and lifestyle content. We're also in our home and we've done a ton in here that I want to show you guys. So I'm gonna have lots more videos coming now. I'm super excited to just come back and share with you some of the stuff that I've been loving. My life has changed drastically in the best way possible, and we got some pukies. How many times am I gonna have to pause this? Hold on. So in today's video, I just wanna share with you guys my newborn essentials. So my baby girl is 3.5 weeks old, 3.5 months old. And I think I'm gonna separate some videos into like newborn essentials, 3 to 6 month essentials, different things like that as she gets older and I see what I really love and what works for us. Now everybody kind of says this in these videos, but every baby is obviously so different. So some of the stuff that she loves, your baby might not, or they might love everything I talk about. It just really depends. I think we may have been a little crooked, but I'm a little rusty at this. So I've created a list of things that I feel like were really helpful for us in the newborn phase. I feel like she's kind of transitioning out of that now into, you know, more of an interactive baby. She plays now, she's starting to try to sit up, like she's doing a lot more stuff now. So these items aren't all gonna apply to a 3.5 month old. This is gonna be for newborns. So again, sorry if I look over here. She's gonna drop her book and I gotta make sure she's good. Okay, so starting with feeding, whether you do formula, breastfed, whatever it is, we are breastfeeding exclusively, and I do pump and give her bottles very rarely, but if I need to go somewhere, Ben can feed her, things like that. But a few things that I think are super, super helpful that we've got a ton of use out of. The first one is the Boppy. It's just a breastfeeding pillow, but what's nice is as they get older and they can support themselves, you can also use it like to help them sit up, which is what I've been doing for her recently because she loves to play sitting up. So you can use that little pillow to support them. But I'm loving the Boppy. We are starting to not need it as much because she's stronger now and she can support herself a lot more, but that was one of my biggest must-haves. God bless you. If I forgot my pillow when I needed to feed her somewhere, it was very difficult because they're so fragile and they need so much support with their head and their whole body that I found it was really difficult to feed her but have to hold her. It's just nice because it's got all that support. You just lay them flat, put their head right here, and it's super easy. I did try the My Breast Friend pillow because I heard that one is less cute but more supportive and functional. And for me personally, I was not a fan of that pillow at all. It just felt way harder to use. It didn't feel natural or comfortable for either of us. And the material, it's not washable. It's like a memory foam, and she had a blowout on it once and it was ruined. So I would personally recommend the Boppy. You can throw the whole pillow in the wash, and I got a machine washable waterproof cover. So that's been really, really great. The next thing I would recommend is a breast pump. A lot of insurance companies will cover the entire cost or a portion. So I just got the Spectra one because that's what my insurance covered. But I would personally recommend a hands-free cordless option if you can afford that option. It is super expensive, but the amount of times that I try to like be plugged into the wall for 20 minutes at a time, it's just so slim now. I pumped a lot more at the beginning when my milk supply was like just so much and it was all regulating. I needed to pump a lot. So I highly recommend getting some type of pump. That way someone else can feed with a bottle if you want to do something like that, or just to relieve yourself, because especially at the beginning you get an overboard of milk and it's a lot. So along with that, I actually really found a lot of use out of just a manual pump, and most people don't like them, but for me, I would wake up in the morning and it would just be like really intensely full. And so much so that when I would try to feed her when she was pretty young, it would be too much milk and she would cough, she would choke, she would like take a second to breathe because it was like so much milk at her at one time, that I found it was really helpful to just be able to hand pump just enough that it wasn't gonna like waterboard her with milk in the morning, or if it had been a few hours. So I found that really helpful. I know that's not for everyone, but that was really, really helpful for me. The next one is some type of tracking app at the beginning especially. I just use Huckleberry. I heard that from somebody else. And I only tracked her feedings. I didn't track her naps. I didn't track her diapers or anything like that. But you can. They have a ton of options. And it's really nice because as you're just learning a routine, it's hard to know, like, when was the last time I fed her? Did she go down for a nap? At the beginning, you know, they sleep all the time, but later on it's nice to know like their wake windows, when they need to go down next. But for me, I just track when she eats because sometimes I forget how many hours it's been, and if she's really fussy, sometimes I'm like, okay, has it been long enough that she can eat again? Or, you know, is that the reason? You know, it just helps you kind of gauge where you're at in the day. So I think that's really helpful. Are you watching Mama talk? Yeah, I love you. She's like, what are you doing? This is the first time I've ever sat here and just talked to a camera. It's weird, huh? She's just staring at me. Okay, the next thing, this is not gonna be a must-have maybe for everyone, but it was for me, and that's a bottle sterilizer. Because we were using some bottles, but more so for pump parts, for Binkies, like all those things, I got so tired of having to boil a pot of water. This was mainly for the pump parts. I was pumping at least once to twice a day at the beginning, and I would have to boil a pot of water every single day, twice a day sometimes, to sterilize the parts. So it's nice to just have a sterilizer. You can throw Binkies in there, you can throw your bottle stuff, and you can throw pump stuff, and it's just quick. I recommend the baby Brezza one. I did get the Philips Avent one, but I wasn't a fan of that one. Hi, baby. So I recommend the baby Brezza one. Oh my goodness, are you okay? You need some attention. Yeah, mama go fast. So that's the one I recommend. It has a drying cycle as well, so they're not all wet when they come out. It's really helpful. The Snuggle Me. I loved the Snuggle Me. It was amazing for the first 2 weeks of her life. Now, and after 2 weeks, she was not a fan. She didn't want to lay on her back. She is very advanced in like her development, so she held her head up really early. She liked to look around really early. She liked to try to sit up really early. Like, she was not a baby that you could just like set in a Snuggle Me and she'd just lay there asleep for very long. But the first 2 weeks, that was everything. I used it all the time. If I ever needed to set her down, I put her in that. If I needed to transport her somewhere, but I wanted to like make breakfast, I just stick her in the Snuggle Me and I put her on the island in there, and it was a game changer for me. I feel like you need somewhere to put your baby down, and that was just amazing. She loved it, yes. But after 2 weeks, the girlfriend was done with that. But most babies, I feel like you get more use out of them, so I did want to mention that. It was amazing, and I would repurchase that. Yes, yes. Even though she only used it for a few weeks, it was like my go-to product for those first 2 weeks. And then the next thing, these next few things are like where you can set your baby down, something that they can rock in, play in, lay down on is really important so you can get anything done. I found having a swing, a bouncer, the Snuggle Me, and a Playmat. So crucial. I would recommend getting multiples of things. We have 2 bouncers. We have a baby Bjorn bouncer, which she's in right now, and that one's nice just for sitting up, looking around. You can transport that if you're gonna go take a shower, make breakfast, anything. Highly recommend a bouncer because it's portable. The swing is really nice because, you know, it calms them. You can set them down in there. When they're really little, they can fall asleep in there, which is amazing, but you can't easily transport that. So I found having bouncers it's still one of my most used items. And I also have a very affordable version from Target with little toys on it. So she's obsessed with that. It was at my mom's house and she loved it so much that I went to Target and I bought it. So I highly recommend multiple bouncers if you can afford it, because it is game changing for us. She uses them so much. Yeah, so the baby Bjorn is awesome for just sitting up. I also put toys in front of her in that one, and then the Target one, I'll link every single thing below that I'm talking about, but that one is awesome for playing when you need her kind of distracted and you just like, you need to take a shower and you want her to be occupied. That one has toys. We've been loving the Loveevery Playmat, and we get the Loveevery subscription box for toys. So they're just developmental appropriate toys, so you don't have to think about it. But we also have a Target Playmat. I really love having something I can set her down on. I like to have multiples of it, so I don't want to have to, I mean, I started with one bouncer and one playmat and things like that, but it's really nice to not have to bring it to every single room. You do have to kind of keep in mind some of these things they grow out of. So like her swing, she's really not interested anymore at 3.5 months, but for the first month or two, she really loved it. Playmats, I feel like you're gonna get a ton of use out of. Yeah, and now she likes to sit up. So Snuggle Me, she's not interested in, but for newborn essentials, it was, I mean, she used that stuff at the beginning a ton, but being able to set your baby down, you have to be able to set them on something. So those have been amazing. I do have a carrier on here. We actually didn't do a ton of baby wearing because she just wasn't really into it. She just likes to be held. She doesn't like to be in a carrier. But I did put we have the baby Bjorn carrier. You can get any of them, but that was great for walks. When we were gonna go on a walk outside, I didn't wanna put her in the stroller. It was really nice to just put her in that. It was awesome. So I recommend having some type of carrier. I know a lot of babies love like the Solly Wrap, or just a baby Bjorn. What's that other one? Ergo Baby. There's so many, but a lot of babies love them. But it was just really nice to have for walks and things like that. I highly recommend having Binkies, but I can't give a lot of parenting advice because I'm a very new mom, but I bought her so many Binkies. All the cute ones, what are they, Bibs, and was it Itsy Ritzy or something? The really cute ones. She is not interested in those whatsoever. She likes the Philips Avent Bright Blue and the Lubba Nubs. Those are what my girl likes. So I recommend don't buy a ton of stuff like that at the beginning because your baby might not be into it. And I try to get her into those cute ones. Yeah, she's not into it. But Binkies are so nice for soothing them. She has one for naps and she has one for bedtime. It's just really nice to have. A sound machine, we use the Hatch Baby sound machine. I really love that one. It's nice for white noise at night. They have a ton of different noise options. And babies are so used to the sound of you when they're inside that having some type of white noise is really, really helpful. So we always play that during her naps and at nighttime, and I highly recommend it. Swaddles have been really awesome, and we use, God bless you. God bless you. We use the Halo Swaddles. She's transitioning now to a sleep sack, but the Halo Swaddles are so nice because they're so easy. You just put her in the little pouch, zip her up. God bless you. And then you put her arms down and there's 2 flaps that are Velcro. It's been super easy, user friendly, and I really love those ones. I highly recommend getting some type of swaddle that's easy opposed to swaddling with a blanket, because if that comes undone, then it's kind of scary, you know, having a free blanket in there. Hi, what's mama doing? So we love the Halo Swaddles. When she was a newborn, I just wanted sleepers, like zip up sleepers. I highly recommend just get a ton of those. It's so easy for diaper changes. It's really all I put her in when she was really young because I just wanted to be warm and comfy. So put a ton of those if you're doing like a baby shower. I didn't really buy her cute outfits until it was like 3-month-old, 6-month-old clothing. But I didn't get her any of that for newborn because they just want to be comfy. So lots of sleepers. I highly recommend getting, oh my goodness. Do you need some attention, mama's girl? Come here, baby. Come here, sweet girl. Okay. All right, she needs a little bit of attention. Right, mama's girl. Okay, we're gonna zip through the rest of this. So, the next thing I would recommend is some type of rocking chair or glider. You're gonna do so much rocking, whether it be just when they're little and you wanna hold them, or if they need to be soothed. I use my rocking chair so much. I'll link the one that we have down below. Like I said, I'll put everything down below in the description box that I'm mentioning in today's video, but a rocking chair is a must in my opinion. You can get anyone. I really love the one that we have. It has a very high back, so you can like lay your head back. It's really comfy. I also think that the little Angelcare tub is really, really helpful. Some people don't like it because you have to fill the tub up a bit to use that one because it's not like a standalone bathtub, but I really like it. It's nice to just set her in something in the tub. I don't mind filling the tub up, and it's really, really easy to bathe a little baby, just setting them in that little tub. Changing pad and a portable basket for your diapers, your wipes. I can't tell you how many times I just change her in the living room, I change her in our bedroom, I change her wherever, because we have little baskets full of wipes, diapers. I use coconut oil for like diaper cream, so we have that in there, Aquaphor in there, and I just put those around the house, little portable baskets and a little portable changing pad so that you don't have to go to the nursery every single time, because you're not gonna wanna do that all the time and you're not always sitting in the nursery. So it's really nice to just have portable baskets around so that you can change them anywhere. I just highly recommend that. Speaking of, coconut oil has been very, very good for a diaper rash, any skin irritation. A lot of baby creams and stuff can be kind of harsh actually, so something natural like coconut oil has been really awesome for us, and Aquaphor is really awesome to just help them kind of have a barrier, so if they get sore at all or their skin is rubbing in like the creases or under their chin, it's nice to just put that there. I wanted to quickly mention the wipes and diapers that we use. I mean, of course those are essential. We use water wipes because they're very just clean, plain. They're 99% water, and I don't like to use anything harsh on her. I don't like to use anything harsh at all, like anywhere, so especially on my sweet little baby. So we use water wipes, and we just use Huggies. We started with the Pampers Pure, and they didn't fit her very well. She has very long legs because her daddy is very tall, and the way that Pampers fit her, there just wasn't enough space from like where the leg goes to where it closes at the waist. It was too short on her, so they didn't fit her well, and they actually irritated her skin. Even though they were Pampers Pure, there's obviously some ingredient in there that her skin didn't like. Huggies, the Snugglers, I think they are, the red box, amazing. They fit her great. I like them better. They're softer, and her skin tolerates them a lot better. So, thank you. So those are the diapers and the wipes that we use. And then I just have like a couple more hygiene things. A little nail file. I have one off Amazon I can link. It's kind of scary to clip their nails because they're not actually that long. They're just really sharp. So I've tried to clip them with the Freedom thing, but they're not long, they're just sharp. So it's like there's not a lot of nail to clip. So getting one of those electric nail files allows you to clip their nails and get them nice and soft so they're not scratching themselves, especially, you know, when you're feeding and they're putting their hands up here. Or when they're sucking on their hands, like I don't want her to scratch her mouth or her face. So it's really easy. You don't have to clip their nails. You just use the electric file, and it puts, you know, gets their nails really nice and soft. And then the last couple things is a nose sucker from Freedom. She had her first cold a few weeks ago. It was the saddest thing ever, but they're babies, so they can't blow their nose. So the only way to get all that congestion and mucus out and boogers out is to suck them out. But I will make a note, they do have an electric one. I don't like it. We got it and it really didn't do much. It wasn't powerful. Like the suction wasn't powerful enough to actually get stuff out. But the one that you manually suck the boogers out is amazing. The only thing I will say about it is it's not sanitary. So you're not obviously gonna get like boogers in your mouth, but it's not going to stop germs from entering into your mouth. That's one thing I'll say. So if you are worried about getting sick, you don't have any protection using that from the germs. I knew I'd get her cold from using that, and I didn't care because I just wanted to use what was gonna be the most helpful to get all that junk out of her nose. So I didn't have a problem with it, but if you do, you can use the electric one, but I just don't think it works that well. So I highly recommend the nose sucker if you don't mind using it. And then the last thing is just a diaper bag. I'm gonna do a what's in my diaper bag video because I think those are so interesting to watch, and I'll just show you guys what I bring with me. But definitely a diaper bag. I love the fawn design one, but you can get any one that is, you know, your style and helpful for you. So that's it. Those are my newborn essentials. It was kind of a lot, and every baby's different. So, you know, it's only so helpful because some babies might not like any of this, some might like all of it. But on my Instagram, some people are asking me what are the products I've been loving and things that I would recommend, and those are what we've used a ton. That's what she's loved, and that's what's been really helpful for us. So I highly recommend those products for you guys if you have a new baby. But that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's so fun to be back. I'm sorry that, you know, it's a little more chaotic, but it's in the best way. I got my baby girl. Thank you guys for watching. I will link everything I mentioned down below in the description box, so you can find it there. I'm gonna go hang out with my sweet girl. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. Mama's girly.